What is up, guys? Welcome back to another trade recap, and today unfortunately I did a little mistake that costed me a lot because I lost around $3,000. So today I'm gonna show you what I did wrong, what I did good, and we're gonna make a trade recap. So let's get started. So as you can see, overall I'm very green on the month and I'm almost up $30,000, and you can see that every single week was green, and still this week is also green, but today I made a little mistake and I lost $3,000. So let's start with the trade recap. Okay, so this is the trade that I actually lost, and we are gonna start all the way from the daily chart. And as you can see on the daily time frame, there is nothing much to say. The only thing that we can see over here is bearish fair value gap that is holding the price, and also this is gonna be main zone liquidity. So that's pretty much it. Nothing much to say. We are still in the same bearish bus, and also you can see on the 4-hour time frame bearish fair value gap still holding the price over here. And at that moment when I took a trade, we didn't sweep this external liquidity, but we only swept this internal intermediate high over here, and that was actually the huge problem. I'm gonna show you exactly why. If we even scale lower to the 1-hour time frame, you're gonna see that we have this refined bearish fair value gap and also this high inside of this whole entire range. Look at this, you have this whole entire box over here, and this high was the final high. So looking back, I could wait for this high to be swept and then look for shorts, but the thing is, at that moment when we swept this liquidity, momentum was just so good and I decided to hop in, which was a huge mistake because I'm gonna show you exactly why right now. You can see that on the 50-minute time frame we were extremely bullish. We swept all these lows. So look at this low over here. We also swept this low over here and all these equal lows down there. So looking back, there was really nothing to target anymore because all the sell side liquidity was taken out with this huge bullish displacement and break of structure towards these highs over here. So looking back, that was kind of my mistake, I would say, but still trade was valid trade. So after I saw the sweep of the London high and bearish fair value gap delivery, I scaled immediately to the lower time frame, and if I'm right, 2 minutes was the best time frame. Yeah, 2 minutes was the best, and as you can see over here we have beautiful V-shaped fair value gap inversion, and I decided to hop in here with the stop loss above. Stop loss was actually huge, but I executed on micro chart and I was targeting 930 lows over here, and if I play the price, you can see I was stuck in the chop, even though this was the only fair value gap. So I waited for all the time frames to close, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and also 1 minute to close. So pretty much every single fair value gap was closed, but unfortunately bus was at this point bullish and I needed to wait at least for this high to be swept, and then I could look to take some shorts. Looking back, it wasn't that bad trade. It wasn't something A plus or whatsoever. It was valid trade, but I could just wait for this high and probably I would avoid this stupid loss over here. So yeah, that's how trading works. Sometimes you're gonna do some stupid mistakes, but overall if you are green, that is all that actually matters. So as you can see, also after the sweep of this final high, market is still not bearish because we inversed all of these fair value gaps, but market is continuing to pump to the upsides. So that means that I actually failed bus, which is completely fine. I'm not gonna be right 100% of the times, which is completely fine. So looking back one more time, I'm just gonna journal that in the future I can take more trades when we sweep actually the external liquidity and not just intermediate highs or lows. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this recap. I hope that you enjoyed this one. Enjoy your weekend, and I'm gonna see you next week. Peace.